Hey again, y'all. So, I did a little more work on that RC helicopter project that I was talking about. And one thing I want to mention right off the bat is safety is key, right? I did not have eye protection on, and it could have got ugly. It didn't, because I get lucky most of the time. But when you're using a power tool, and you'll see all this dust on here, right? Because I was whittling on this plastic that was too strong for a pair of scissors or cutters. Listen to your tool when you turn on a rotary tool, right? It's making a noise, and you go to hacking on something, and all of a sudden the pitch changes. It gets real low, sounds like something's vibrating. Chances are the collet has come loose, right? Now, I should be ashamed because I heard it started to rumble and I didn't take no action. I was like, I just ignored it. But I have pointed it out to friends before and stopped them when I heard them wearing on something and they was tearing it up. I was like, oh, whoa, hold on. You know what that sounds like? Sounds like eye protection. There I go. Done violated my own rules. But it comes with these little special tools, right? This deal right here, you hold the button down and you crank on it, right? Oh man, and I gotta even see. I used a pair of needle nose initially, but you want to use that little tool thing. That's why they put them in there, so that you can be safe and do wear eye protection. I'm a dumbass. I skip my own rules sometimes. But at any rate, after the safety tip, so I was saying that they had this nice storage package that I glued together, right? And I just glued it around that front part. And I was like, man, I'm going to have to go in there and reinforce it afterwards. And then when I got to looking at the one I took off, it's two-piece. It's like taped together. I'm like, man, so I'm not far off from the way they construct them anyway. And like I said, this little packaging held the whole helicopter. So it's the same formation. I just need to trim away the extra, right? But I am gonna still trim before I go to trimming that down. And I used that Gorilla brand super glue. This stuff is outstanding. The gel version, that's the one that I've been using with the cotton ball trick and getting real strong joints. That's great stuff. But when you put a whole bunch down, you know how you get them fumes and you feel like you're in an army gas chamber or something. You got to get a breather. Makes your beer taste different, right? So, and I got a 2 beer limit on when I'm doing work like this with power tools and whatnot. But actually, I was on about beer 2.5. So that's when that vibration happened, and I didn't think nothing of it. So be keen on your tools. Listen to them when they're talking to you. So, but that glue is really good and strong. But being that there's a little channel in there, I'm after it dries up really, really good, I'm gonna trim it down a little bit more. And then I got this stuff, I think it's E6000. People are swearing by it. I want to try it anyway. I'm going to put that in there, put a bead of that in there. But when I was working with that rotary tool, the Dremel, the battery powered Harbor Freight Special, which is a great tool, by the way, as I was cutting near the edge, man, it revitalized that smell of that CA. I mean, it was burning my eyes and made my beer taste different. So I knew it wasn't good for me. And so y'all be careful. Let stuff dry out real good. But it's looking okay. I think so. And being that it's clear, and I just got like a pack of 100 LEDs off of eBay for I think $8 shipped. That was a great deal. I bought these to, do some lights on the race coordinator and make some start trees or whatever. But I think I'm gonna put a couple in here too, behind the clear plastic while it's still clear before I go to painting on it. Just tape it off. we'll see how that looks. That ought to be pretty cool. But I'll keep you updated on that for the RC fans out there. And my buddy Don, who's probably just as bad at reinvigorating hobbies as me, but not that he wants to do one like this. I would not encourage it. Or maybe my nephew Zach. If you're out there watching Zach, Hobbytown, Dave has some good stuff. And this is your kind of work, Zach. This is stuff you'll do. You would be modifying a RC helicopter, I'm sure, before you even flew it the first time. So that's where we're at. We'll carry on. I'll give you some updates.